Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This person you're looking at here is Neil Oscar Layne. He was 41 years old. He was put down at 41 years. And people are saying that he crossed the Rubicon. He went to the point of no return in his behavior. Okay? What they're saying, heard it from one person now. What people are saying is that he actually beat a woman at work. He was dating someone that he worked with, and he actually beat her on the job. Had the girl running and screaming and hollering or whatever. He beat the girl on the job. He liked being with other men's women. He was a horner. I don't know if he got horned, but he was a horner. Okay, that's what they're saying. So he was quite a misogynist. And he was a bully. He would beat people, the ones that he thought that he can beat up and get away with. He wouldn't have any problem putting his hands on men, males, and he would just be in everything. So they're saying that he had it coming. That's what they're saying. That Neil had it coming. And his father, they say, is dead. The father left an old house that needed repairs, and he didn't show up to repair the house. But who is his mother? And they're saying, will his mother even cry? Will she not know that she brought forth a child into the domain known as Barbados, who was a terror? He allowed the beast to turn to monster. He was constantly in monster mode. Will she be at his graveside crying? Will any of the females that he was messing around with, will they be at his graveside crying? Will they? It's a strange world we live in. It's a strange world because although he may be as bad as I'm hearing in my blog, I actually have to, it's a subgroup, when things are coming in. As bad as they say he is, you don't have to pay mourners to be at his funeral. There'll be people who know him that'll be there trying to shed a tear. So watch that. Watch that. Because it's all performance. It's all performance. They're all playing their role. They don't really mean what they're doing. They don't even know what they're doing. It's a control system. You just go along with what you think you should go along with. You just play that role that you think you should play. But the bottom line is Neil Oscar Layne is nobody to miss. That is what they're saying. He's no one to miss. He crossed the Rubicon. He went to the point of no return. There was no return. He was a terror. He was not a good essence in Barbados. He's one of them that brought the reputation and the peace that you had there. He is one that contributed to that being ebbed away. Okay, people are scared now because of people like him. So now that he's gone, people are thinking he got what was coming to him. He got what was coming to him, or in other words, he had it coming. So if he had it coming, the guy that they have in custody, the police have someone in custody for his demise, and he works at sanitation. I think that's what I heard yesterday. Is it provocation? What defense will that person who is held for his killing, what defense will they come up with? Because they're saying that he was no good. They're saying that Neil, everyone who has contacted naked departure on this particular person who died, and he actually had the audacity, the nerve to run into someone's house when he was stabbed. He ran into someone's house when he was stabbed. Were you scared, Neil? Were you scared? You didn't expect what you were giving up to come back to you full force. But yeah, what defense will he use? Because it was a favor. It was a favor. He courted what happened to him, and it happened. It happened. So where are you guys going to go with the guy that they have? We'll soon know his name. We're soon gonna see it. Hopefully we'll soon see a face, you know, in the video, or maybe a photo that your people will put up, be allowed to put up. But it's going to be interesting to see when someone is a vagabond, when someone is not a contributing member of society and they are put down. And there was a certain section of the Barbados police service gang. They had a death squad within the police department, people who would do that. They would actually put you down. So now that Barbadians are standing up in a way, what are they going to do with him? Will he get less of a sentence? These are things you should watch. These are matters you should watch to see if he is going to say, well, I was provoked. This guy was all bad. If you put your hands on a woman, if you beat a woman, if you make a woman cry, you are no good. You are no good. Okay, so he was a woman beater. He was a misogynist. He would beat anyone, not only women. He beat other people too, and he was just having his way and doing a lot. He was crossing boundaries. You know, where there's a boundary and you shouldn't cross. He was crossing boundaries. So now that he has been taken off the game board, okay, because it's a game, he's taken off now. What's going to happen to the one who checkmate him? What's going to happen? Is it going to be full force, or are you going to say, well, he has to bear some weight of what happened to him? Okay, you just cannot, just because something happens to you doesn't mean that it happened to you and you know it's the other person's fault because it happened to you. You have to take some of the blame. Okay, he has to take some of the blame. He was culpable in his demise, allegedly. So let's wait for him to show up in the obits and, you know, see who's going to be mourning him, if it's going to be televised, because he crossed the Rubicon. He you know, went to the point of no return. He was not a contributing member of society, and he had it coming, according to what has come to my blog. Have your say. You'll probably see redeeming qualities in him now that he's dead, but when he was alive, he was a terror. That's what they say. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.